Hi, I'm Yashwant. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the tech for the next 10 years, that is Web 3.0. So what is Web 3.0? If you search for Web 3.0 in the internet, you will find many definitions which are quite confusing. So in this video, I want to clear what actually Web 3.0 is and why do we need Web 3.0 and the reason why I said the tech for the next 10 years. So please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So in this channel, you will get content on passive income tips, digital marketing, programming, latest technology, personal finance and investments and many more which will be useful for you in your career. If you're someone who is aged between 20s and 30s, then ultimately this channel is something which creates a lot of value to you. So before understanding Web 3.0, we need to understand Web 1.0 and Web 2.0. So Web 1.0 is something which is the initial internet phase. So I can say Web 1.0 is the read-only phase where website developers can publish their information on the internet and you can read that information. Take an example, Wikipedia. Wikipedia is something which is very old. So it is there from 30 to 40 years. So what actually Wikipedia does? So there is no scope for you to interact with Wikipedia. You can only get information from Wikipedia. If someone uploads the information on Wikipedia, you can read it. It is what Web 1.0 is. Simply we can say the static websites. So you can only read information from the internet. So it is what the initial phase of internet actually does. So it is what Web 1.0 is. After the evolution of social networks, the Web 1.0 is converted to Web 2.0. So Web 2.0 is all about the interactions, the social networking. You can able to interact with others. So take an example of social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. So there is a scope for you to interact with others, to share something to others, to get information from others. You can chat, you can call to someone, you can message them, you can post something, you can watch the newsfeed from others, you can see everything from all over the world, and you can also post your information to all over the world. So it is what Web 2.0 does. Now there are some problems which are associated with Web 2.0 which leads to Web 3.0. So what are those problems? So take an example. So you're chatting with your friend on Facebook or Instagram about a birthday gift. So suddenly you see an ad which is suggesting you to buy birthday gifts. So how is it possible? Because social networks are storing your data and they can access your data to provide you customized and personalized ads. If you ever face these kind of situations, please hit the like button. So it is a problem here because it is hurting our privacy. So we feel like no one uses our data, but as your data is storing in a centralized database, they have the access to your data. So if you're chatting in Facebook, which means Facebook has the access to all your chats. If you're chatting in WhatsApp or Instagram, again, like Facebook has the access to all your information. If you're searching something on Google, Google has all your search history. So they can provide you customized ads. They can sell your data to customers to get money, and that is how social networks make money. Here your data is not secure. So your data is accessible by centralized databases. So your data can be sold to others to make money. You will be shown personalized advertisements which you will get no benefit. Only the people who targets you get benefit. So if you want to buy birthday gifts, you can buy it on your own by searching on Amazon or something. Even they will provide you personalized ads. That's another matter. But like Google and Facebook suggesting you recommended ads, there is no benefit for you. So here it is hurting your privacy. So what's next? So Web 3.0 is the new technology. So which means it is completely decentralized and no one have access to your data. Let's take an example of blockchain. Blockchain is completely decentralized technology where any centralized repository cannot access your data. So everything is decentralized. Until and unless you give permission to others to access your data, no one can have the access. So it is the beauty of the blockchain technology, and it is what the Web 3.0 is. Whether it might be cryptocurrencies, whether it might be DeFi, whether it might be decentralized app, whatever it might be, blockchain technology is something which is the tech for the next 10 years, because blockchain is something where you don't need a centralized database or you don't need a middleman to have access to the data. You don't need a middleman to control what you access, to see what you surf on the internet. Web 3.0 is something where you can control what you are doing, so you can have complete privacy on what you are actually doing. So no one can have the access to your data. That is the importance of Web 3.0. And yes, this is something which is a future because no one wants someone else to access your data, right? So then ultimately this is what Web 3.0 is all about. Web 3.0 means if you give permission to show you ads, then ultimately they will show you. Until and unless you give permission to someone else to show you ads, no one else will show you. So this is the specialty of Web 3.0. So you can control what you are seeing on the internet. Simply Web 3.0 is all about you have the access to control what you actually want to see on the internet. So this is what Web 3.0 is. I hope you understand the concept of Web 3.0, and there are various technologies which are building on the concept of decentralization. So yes, all the technologies that are based on Web 3.0 will exist for the next 10 years and more. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and share this video in your network. Also, if you are a new visitor to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.